Welcome students for the new academic year 2020 to 21. I hope you all are well and following the instructions against COVID-19. Stay safe and be at home. Today we will begin with history. But before that, we will have a closer look on the front cover page of our history textbook. This is how it looks. Cover page gives us information about what it holds for us throughout the year. Let us begin. What can we see? We can see some pictures of building structures, forts, ships, edicts, royal seals, books. First lesson, sources of history is connected to it. Last year we studied about ancient Indian history. This year we are going to study the medieval period of Indian history. Broadly, the period from 9th century CE till the end of the 18th century CE is considered to be the medieval period of Indian history. In this lesson, we are going to study the sources of medieval Indian history. History gives us a chronological, scientific, and systematic account of past events. Chronological account means recording the events in the order of their occurrence. Scientific means methodical or characterized by the principles of science. And systematic means done according to a fixed system. Four factors are very important from the viewpoint of history. They are individual, society, place, and time. Suppose if we learn about a king, we learn about the society during his reign, the place where he ruled, and the time or era of his reign. History must be based on authentic evidence or proofs. These proofs are known as sources of history. Sources of history can be classified as material sources, written sources, or oral sources. Let us also evaluate the sources of history. Why there is a need to evaluate? We have to consider many factors related to the historical event that we want to study. It is necessary to support our study with historical sources. These sources have to be verified, means checked. We have to see whether they are authentic. It is necessary to use these sources judiciously and only after a critical analysis, means detailed studies. Let us begin with our first source of history, that is material sources of history, also known as physical sources of history. Memorials, buildings, cave sculptures, inscriptions, coin, copper plates, forts. These are all physical sources or material sources. Forts. Forts have an important place among material sources. Some major types of forts are hill forts, forest forts, sea forts, and forts on the plain. This is a picture of fort on the plain. Monuments. Monuments include samadhis, graves, virgals. Here are some pictures of samadhis. Perfect union of individualized soul with infinite spirit. Samadhi is a state of oneness and complete absorption. This is the samadhi of Shivaji Maharaj along with tomb of his faithful dog Bhagya. Graves or tomb. In many cases, tombs were built by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj himself to honor the soldiers' sacrifice. Some of these tombs are in the form of shivling, while others have a vertical structure. The shape of these crypts varies depending on the position of the soldiers in the army. One has the shape of shivling while others are like virgal, a vertical tomb. What are virgals? They are known as the martyr stones. They were built either by the families or local villagers in memory of slain unsung soldiers. Many of these have been found in decrepit conditions, often buried into the ground. Buildings. Buildings include palaces, ministerial mansions, queen's quarters that is called as Ranivas, and also houses of the common people. Here are some pictures. For example, Shaniwar Wada, Palace, houses of the common people. Memorials. They are the statues built in the memory of great personalities. An inscription is a carving on a stone or a wall, etc. Very important and reliable source of history means dependable source of history. Access to understand features like language, script, social life of a period. For example, inscriptions found in Brihadishwara temple premises In Tanjavur, many inscriptions of the period Chaluka, Rashtrakuta, Chola, and Yadava kings have been found. These are the pictures of inscriptions on the walls of the different temples. When inscriptions are carved on the sheets of copper, they are known as copper plates. Royal edicts and verdicts, etc., scribed on copper plates. These are the pictures showing copper plates. Now let us learn about coins made by different rulers using metals like gold, silver, copper are important sources of history. Now, how do coins narrate history? They help us to understand the period, the rulers, governance at that time, religious ideas, personal details, etc. about financial transaction and economic condition of the people. The advancement in the metallurgy in that period, as well as religious coordination of those days, could be seen through the images of the coins of Emperor Akbar, having the images of Ram Sita on his coin, as well as Shiv Parvati on the coins of Hyder Ali. Let's learn something more about coins. Since ancient times, coins like kaudi, damdi, dhela, paisa, ana, and rupee were used. Some local idioms and proverbs are based on coins. For example, एक फुट की कौड़ी देणार नहीं. Here, फुट की कौड़ी means lowest bit of money. 16 आना सच means 100% true. Some more proverbs. पाई पाई का हिसाब रखना, चमड़ी जाए पर दमड़ी ना जाए, धेले का काम नहीं करती हमारी बहू. Some other material sources: chaityas, viharas, temples, churches, mosques, dargahs, maqbaras, gurudwaras, monuments, sculptures, ageries, wells, minarets, village boundaries and gates, weapons, utensils, ornaments, clothes, decorative articles, toys, implements, musical instruments. Now, next topic, written sources of history, which includes documents of proceedings of the courts of kings, genealogies or correspondence, dispatches, chronicles or tawarik, travelogues of foreign travelers, treatise, biographies, judicial verdicts or orders. Sources, we learn about significant historical events in the medieval period, writing styles of scripts like Devanagari, Arabic, Persian, Modi, etc. Variety of different languages, Burja Patras, religious manuscripts, treatises, edicts, decrees, biographies, paintings, etc. Food items, attire, conventions, and rules of conduct of people, festivals, and about people's life, etc. Types of script in medieval period: Devanagari, Arabic, Persian, Modi. We will learn about these written sources in detail in next video. Now complete this activity.